According to the National Electrical Code, house wiring must be kept at least 1.5 inches away from the edge of a stud before a metal shield plate is required. This regulation is in place to protect the wiring from potential damage, such as from nails or screws driven into the stud, and to prevent electrical fires. When installing electrical wiring in residential or commercial buildings, it's crucial to adhere to these guidelines to ensure the safety and integrity of the electrical system. The 1.5-inch rule is a fundamental aspect of safe wiring practices. The purpose of maintaining this distance is primarily to prevent accidental penetration of the wiring by fasteners like nails or screws. Framing members, such as studs, are often used to attach wall coverings or other materials. Without adequate protection, wiring that is too close to the edge of a stud could easily be pierced, leading to a short circuit, ground fault, or even an electrical fire. Metal shield plates, often referred to as nail plates or strike plates, are used to provide an additional layer of protection in situations where the wiring cannot maintain the required 1.5-inch distance from the edge of the stud. These plates are typically made of steel and are designed to be installed over the wiring, providing a barrier against nails or screws. The NEC mandates the use of these metal shield plates in specific scenarios. Firstly, when wiring is installed less than 1.5 inches from the edge of a stud or other framing member, a metal shield plate is required to protect the wiring from mechanical damage. Secondly, the metal shield plate must be at least 1/16 inch thick to provide adequate protection. Thirdly, the plate must cover the area of the wiring that is vulnerable to penetration by fasteners. To properly install metal shield plates, firstly, position the wiring so that it runs through the bored hole on the stud. Secondly, center the metal shield plate over the wiring run, ensuring that it covers the area where the wiring is closest to the edge of the stud. Thirdly, securely fasten the metal shield plate to the stud using nails or screws. Make sure the fasteners do not penetrate the wiring. When working with electrical wiring, it is important to follow all applicable codes and regulations to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. When planning an electrical installation, carefully consider the layout of the wiring and the placement of studs and other framing members. If it is not possible to maintain the required 1.5-inch distance from the edge of a stud, be sure to install metal shield plates to protect the wiring. Also, it's crucial to use the correct type and size of wiring for the application. Consult the NEC for guidance on selecting the appropriate wiring for the load and environmental conditions. Use appropriate wiring methods, such as running the wiring through conduit or using cable ties to secure the wiring to framing members. Ensure that all electrical connections are made properly and are securely fastened. Inspect the wiring regularly for any signs of damage or wear. If you notice any problems, have them repaired by a qualified electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it is important to take precautions to protect yourself from electrical shock. Always disconnect the power before working on electrical circuits. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the work. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that governs the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest technological advances and safety practices. Familiarize yourself with the NEC and follow its guidelines when installing electrical wiring. This will help to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. The 1.5-inch rule is just one small part of the NEC, but it is an important one. By following this rule, you can help to protect your wiring from damage and prevent electrical fires. Always double-check local codes and regulations, as they may have additional requirements or variations on the NEC standards. Some jurisdictions may have stricter rules regarding wiring distances or the types of metal shield plates that are allowed. It is important to be aware of these local requirements and to comply with them. Consider the type of fasteners that will be used in the area where the wiring is installed. If long nails or screws are likely to be used, it may be necessary to use thicker metal shield plates or to provide additional protection for the wiring. In some cases, it may be possible to reroute the wiring to avoid the need for metal shield plates altogether. For example, you could run the wiring through a different part of the wall or ceiling where it will be less likely to be damaged. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical wiring, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. They can provide you with expert advice and guidance to ensure that the wiring is installed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Regularly inspect the metal shield plates to ensure that they are still in good condition and are providing adequate protection. If you notice any damage or corrosion, replace the plates immediately. When adding new wiring to an existing electrical system, be sure to follow the same safety precautions and code requirements as when installing new wiring. This includes maintaining the required 1.5-inch distance from the edge of studs and using metal shield plates where necessary. If you are making any changes to the electrical system, it is always a good idea to have the work inspected by a qualified electrical inspector. This will help to ensure that the work is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Remember that the goal of all electrical safety regulations is to protect people and property from the hazards of electricity. By following the NEC and other applicable codes and regulations, you can help to create a safe and reliable electrical system. The NEC also covers other methods for protecting cables and conductors from physical damage. For example, electrical metallic tubing, or IMT, a type of conduit, can be used to provide a robust and durable protective pathway for wiring. Flexible metal conduit, or F&C, offers similar protection while allowing for flexibility in routing. Article 300.4 D of the NEC covers the protection of cables and raceways from screws or nails. It emphasizes the importance of protecting wiring from penetration by fasteners and provides specific requirements for various scenarios. In addition to the 1.5-inch rule, the NEC addresses situations where cables or raceways are installed parallel to framing members. In such cases, the wiring must be protected from nails or screws by a metal shield plate or by being recessed at least 1.25 inches from the nearest edge of the framing member. The size and type of metal shield plate required will depend on the size and type of wiring being protected, as well as the potential for damage from fasteners. Always consult the NEC for specific requirements. Proper grounding and bonding are also essential for electrical safety. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to trip a circuit breaker or fuse and prevent electrical shock. Bonding connects all metal parts of the electrical system together, creating a low impedance path for fault current. When working with electrical wiring, it is important to use the correct tools and equipment. This includes insulated screwdrivers, wire strippers, pliers, and other tools that are designed to protect you from electrical shock. Also, always use a voltage tester to verify that the power is off before working on any electrical circuit. Be aware of the potential for arc flash, which is a dangerous electrical explosion that can occur when working on energized equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as a face shield, gloves, and arc-rated clothing to protect yourself from arc flash hazards. Never work alone on electrical projects. Always have someone nearby who can help you in case of an emergency. Know the location of the main electrical panel and how to shut off the power in case of a fire or other emergency. If you smell burning plastic or see smoke coming from an electrical outlet or appliance, immediately shut off the power and call the fire department. Electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. By following the NEC and other safety guidelines, you can protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. Remember, when in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge and experience to safely install and maintain electrical wiring systems. Continuing education is also crucial for staying up to date on the latest electrical codes and safety practices. Attend training courses and seminars to enhance your knowledge and skills. Consider becoming a certified electrician to demonstrate your expertise and commitment to safety. Certification often requires passing an exam and completing a certain number of hours of on-the-job training. Also, stay informed about changes to the NEC and other electrical codes. Subscribe to industry publications and attend code update seminars to stay current on the latest requirements. By investing in your knowledge and skills, you can become a more competent and confident electrician. In addition to the 1.5-inch rule and metal shield plates, the NEC addresses other potential sources of physical damage to wiring. For example, wiring that is exposed to mechanical damage from vehicles or equipment must be protected by conduit or other suitable means. Wiring that is installed in wet locations must be protected by waterproof enclosures and fittings. The NEC also provides requirements for the installation of wiring in hazardous locations, such as areas where flammable liquids or gases are present. In these locations, special types of wiring and equipment must be used to prevent explosions and fires. Remember, the NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that covers all aspects of electrical wiring and equipment. It is essential to consult the NEC for specific requirements for any electrical installation. Staying informed and following the NEC guidelines are crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. And the 1.5-inch rule is one small but important piece of that puzzle. When working with electrical wiring, always prioritize safety and follow all applicable codes and regulations. This will help to protect yourself, your family, and your property from the hazards of electricity.